This is The Roman Show.
Rodolph Roman of The Roman Show. We are here in Okinawa, Japan, alongside Kevin. Kevin, grab my attention, but first and foremost, thank you for the session that we just had on karate. I train a little bit of Muay Thai, but definitely got a different feeling from karate, which is a different combat. And although it's a very old traditional martial art, to this day is used in mixed martial arts and in other combat sports because of that foundation of it.
Well, everybody uses the word traditional, but as I said to you before, traditional means it's based on combat, and that's what karate is. There are many kinds of karate, but the good karate is based on combat. It's not dancing, it's for fighting. Yeah.
Now, Kevin, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you and where we are, because we're in Okinawa, and it seems like a park where you can teach, where you can learn not only karate but several traditional Okinawan traditions, and it's very unique.
So this here is the Murasaki Mura theme park. It's a recreation of a traditional Okinawan village with many kind of cultural activities. Through making ornaments, making sugar out of the sugar cane here. And you can try karate. We are very lucky, we have a very beautiful dojo here, a very kind of authentic feeling setting. And yeah, you can try all sorts, but I get guys in here, martial artists like yourself, I get school trips, foreigners, Japanese, other tourists from all around Asia. And yeah, all kinds of people come in here, and we have a bit of a blast, trying some karate.
Now, Kevin, you were telling me about your sensei. He's over 70 years old. He travels all over the world to teach karate. So tell me how you got together with him. How did you find him? How did you come to Okinawa and live here?
It's a bit of a long story, but like many people, I tried various martial arts when I was young. And long story short, I felt that my training was lacking. I loved martial arts, but I wanted more. I knew there was more to get from my martial arts training. So I did the research, I tried to do the research to come here to Japan, to the birthplace of karate and many other martial arts, to study authentic traditional martial arts. But researching is pretty difficult, especially when you don't speak Japanese. So I took the first job I could, which was teaching English in Japan. Came here and then started my search from within Japan. My search came up with this dojo, and particularly Kenichi Sensei of the World Oshukai Federation. And Kenichi Sensei teaches traditional Shorin-ryu karate, which the old name for it would be Shurite. And Shurite is kind of the grandfather of most modern Japanese karate, like Shotokan, Kyokushin, and Wado-ryu, which I practiced in the UK. And so I knew that if I was going to study karate, it would have to be Shorin-ryu, because it's the founder of the style I was practicing. And then after researching Kenichi Sensei and the Oshukai Federation, I knew that he was what I was looking for. His karate is about application. It's traditional fighting techniques. It's aimed to win at a combat, not a competition, not an exhibition, but for fighting. So I knew immediately this is where I want to be. I came to visit the dojo. I met a guy here that was training under Kenichi Sensei, and we went through some techniques, kind of like what we did today. And I realized that I haven't been training for fighting. I've been training for my next tests, and there's a big difference. So I got in touch with Kenichi Sensei, wrote him a letter. We had a meeting in Tokyo, shortly after the big earthquake in tsunami, actually. So we had a meeting there, and I came in a suit with my letter, my souvenirs, which are essential in Japanese culture, and then a bag full of training gear, because I thought I might have to fight someone. I didn't know what kind of test there's going to be if I wanted to join his dojo. And then, interestingly, we sat down, had some sandwiches and some coffee, and had a talk with my limited Japanese. And he said quite quickly he understood where I'm coming from. He gets many people that are interested in coming here to Okinawa to stay and train. But he understood what I was about, and he maybe saw something in me that I didn't know I had, but he thought maybe this British guy can do it. So he said, right, come to Okinawa, work hard, and I'll teach you. And I've been here 5 years now, and I never look back. He really teaches me real karate in my eyes, fighting, combat, karate, self-defense techniques, and he's trying to condition me as a person. It's not just punching and kicking. He's trying to kind of build me as a character. Karate practitioners, as Kenichi Sensei said, are not just fighters. They should be model citizens. So these are future leaders. So a karate sensei is not just a tough guy. He or she is someone that other people should look up to and should follow.
So Kevin, have you seen someone in here that has come into your dojo and say, I'm a big shot, let me see what I can give you? Tell me some of the stories like that you've encountered.
You always get them, don't you? The worst I've had are fellow karateka, unfortunately. Most guys like yourself coming from another martial arts usually come here because they say, wow, what's Okinawan karate all about? Please teach me. Maybe it's the kind of person that comes from another martial art to a karate dojo. It kind of says something about their character. But karate guys sometimes not so good because they've been learning one martial art their whole life and they're sure that their style of karate is the best, their teacher's the best. And we all think that, but you have to open your perspective a little bit. And especially if I had a few guys come in here, high-level black belt, and the first thing they say is how long they've been doing karate and how many kata they know and how tough they are. And I go, okay, great. But I had a couple of guys come in here one day. They said they know 100 kata. Okay, kata are the sets of techniques. In our whole system, we have 17, and that's a lot. And so he came in here saying he knew 100, and I said, really? I could spend years on one kata, so I don't know how you can learn 100. And I continued to boast a little bit on how many students he had, and they said, okay, well, forgive me, I'm younger than you, less experienced than you, but let's start with a few basics, shall we? And we just started on the punch, and then we were stuck there for an hour because he couldn't punch. It was pretty terrible, and that was quite a shock for me. So that's one of the examples. Yeah.
So what does a person here who wants to dedicate himself to learn karate for the rest of his life? I mean, what does he have to do? Is there opportunities for them, or him or her?
In Okinawa or here?
Yeah, in Okinawa.
In Okinawa, I think like anywhere, it's a little bit difficult. I'll be honest, because in sports or competition, there's money. Sponsorship, TV, things like this. Traditional is for yourself. You're doing it for yourself and for your students. So, like for us, we can enter the competitions, but it's not our focus for various reasons that we went into today. But we're more about honing fighting techniques, so we don't want to be limited by rules. We're about honing each individual character. So some people just aren't going to be the toughest fighter, but we can still teach them. We can still help them grow up. It's like Kenichi Sensei said, it's better that 100 people take one step forward rather than only one of those 100 people take 100 steps forward. We're trying to grow and develop each individual person. So chances-wise, if you would put the work in, you can teach. But really, you do karate for yourself, and then as you get high level, it's to help develop other people. So career-wise, it's difficult to be a professional karate man, but I think in martial arts in general, it's quite difficult, right? But people that come here, like me and many other people that come to train with me at this center, or people in our organization, there's so much to be gained from karate in general. First, of course, you build the physique, you take care of your body, you learn defense techniques so you can take care of yourself, and little by little you're getting physically and mentally stronger the whole time. So for the people that come here to train with me, they really enjoy their time here. They enjoy the time focused on kind of themselves, kind of being introspective in some ways, learning about your own weak points, building your strong points, fixing your weak points. And then people like our Oshukai members, they work really, really hard on their karate. They work hard for each other. It's not a competitive environment. You're pushing each other, but you're helping each other grow. That sometimes means bruises and knocks and all this kind of stuff, and some pretty harsh training. But we're developing each other, together. So we have lots of events, and we travel. We have seminars all over the world. So it's quite a rich lifestyle.
Well, Kevin, I want to thank you so very much for your time, and again, thank you so much for your time. I learned a lot in your katas, and I'm sure I've been taking myself and use it on my own personal martial art training back home.
Good luck. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you. Bye-bye.
This is The Roman Show.